Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ. They shed under distress, logs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Got that one down. Curious about what's up there? Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Watch you flex.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity in the entire ecosystem. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. The last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to... He presents himself as out of date. The legend of the one-eyed child. There's no doubt you're the... He said... Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here to... The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow You might be right. You've found one. The Nono's key energy is just what... You'll need... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. He lost you there. He says he... The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that. The genetic evolution that occurred... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the tree of life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the world eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at. Always making me...
And you're...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Wherefore.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've restrewed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He let you in, but thinks you should be patient when it comes to the Sifu.
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne statse. Paro.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. There's something. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma in Jagni doesn't want a new unity between. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests he wasn't sure you'd do that. But it's the Sif. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you... Anyway, you have orders to follow.
Draigua, I like a comedy. Ush ketro tolo draikutre draiko kotia.
Shopkeeper claims you won't be able to find better goods anywhere. Wants you to know you... Wishes... The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution. The Wongful formed and unfurled. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim, Ken? He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? He says that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feat, but you need... Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says, you did well, but he can't help. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Kalina?
That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that.
Can't see.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and he says that it's not. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and some... She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most... It's time to focus on your training. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He suggests you get going and... He's curious to see what you found. The style might be too edgy for his... You should take it with... He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Kodotuku, Kanyala Notoro.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for been... Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Ljungqvist from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Whatever, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. up surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.